as an addendum, I did put the whole thing back together. It took me 2 seconds. It was actually, so when I had both hands and I'm talking to the camera, they slid in pretty easy. Whatever. So that little piece of wood is right there. That holds this side of the shelf up. I didn't bother, trying to put a rail for the top one because that would just take up too much room. And this side is held up because it has that little L thing that holds that separates all the power cords and power supplies from where I want to store this stuff. So this is what I'm talking about. So this thing has to come over here, like that. So you can see that. Close that, whatever. And it has to have all the wires sticking out still. Close that. Close that. And so now these wires come out. These plug into here, like that. That plugs into here, like that. I could make these shorter. It's a thought. And then these guys come out and they go underneath the layout to the various parts, the various plugins where they're supposed to plug in. And so this is a little bit messy. I need a drink. Not too bad considering all the cables I need to get done. And so this isn't bad. And then over here, of course, you have all the RCX cables going to the sensors and the motors throughout the layout. So there's actually a ton of wires that come out the back of this thing. And it gets a little unruly. And I do have better ideas for the RCX wires, like braiding them or having just a ribbon cable instead of just using the black. I have ideas about that because again, they come off here and they go to basically the same spot. So having 612 wires coming out gets a little messy. So I am working on that as well and cleaning that up. But in the end, it works better than the cardboard boxes. It really does. So these guys, I'll get my hair like this, like that. Make sure they're as straight as possible. I don't want to get them all twisted up. And come around again. I'm afraid that my battery's gonna die soon on the phone, so I don't want to do this for too long. So I just get stuff over here, right there. So that is on that shelf. And then this guy, same thing. Wrap it around like a good ribbon cable should. And it gets it up to here. It's a little messy already. I do when I'm at a show, I usually unspool this along the length before I start connecting things, so I can have all the wires exactly where I need them to be without binding and the twisting that always happens when you wrap things up like this, because then you get this little nest of wires at the end. But when that's all straightened out, because there's only like 9 of them, 9 connectors. Well, actually 10, because I do have something going to the habitat. And then that goes with that. It goes in there. So that's all safe and secure. These wires go in here, like that. And then my shelf. Where's my shelf? There it is. My shelf of the wiring. This goes over there. And then this thing. So what is that? And then I take it home. so I can't complain about it. I mean, there are deficiencies, there are things I need to work on, but overall, it's much better than it was, and it looks cool. so if it looks cool, it's got to be great. So anyway, there you go. I was thinking of stenciling the letters here for 9, but it's on there, and you don't see this when it's open, so who cares? That's it, that's all. That's my addendum. I'll talk to you guys soon.